All right, Shalom. First of all, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to YAHAWAH, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem Rawchaa Qadash, and that's saying YAHAWAH, which is the name of the Heavenly Father, who the world ignorantly calls God, Jehovah, and Yahweh. Yahawashi is the name of his beloved Son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ and Yeshua. And Rawchaa Qadash is the name of the Holy Spirit, all in the ancient Hebrew tongue, the Rawchaa Qadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who taught us this truth and rule well. Peace and salutations to the Akim out here pushing his word in sincerity, truth, and in faith. Shalom to the Israelite foreigners, those of our people that very well may look exactly like the other nations, but their heritage through their father's seed line goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the Hebrew Israelites, all right? I have another lesson, and I'm going to entitle it, Never Trust Thine Enemy, okay? And that's a verse from the scriptures that we often use, because Jacob, okay, is out here trusting his enemy, and Jake don't know who his enemy is, evidently, because his enemy comes with the same playbook every time it's the same thing, and Jake falls for it every time. Okay? Same book, same playbook for a long time now. The reason I said that is because of this Sonia Massey incident, with the cop unaliving her in her own house, okay? After he invited himself in, okay? And I got this Edomite woman on here justifying it. Now listen how this devil justify everything that happened. Okay, first of all, he didn't have any business in her house. The thing was finished at the door. He asked her, did she need anything else? She said no. She was gonna close the door, but I think she closed the door and he just opened the door and came in. Okay? But listen how she justifies it.
So this video may ruffle some feathers.
Hate these fucking devils, man.
It needs to be discussed. And so Sonia Massey was a black woman who was shot and killed in her home by police. She actually called the police herself because she thought that there was an intruder outside of her home.
Okay, so now the evidence, footage, at least from the one. The evidence is coming out, that cop, he got there real quick. Because evidently he was the one outside creating a disturbance, okay, and just waited for the call to come through so he could come in, okay, because this is allegedly, okay, his fiance worked at the hospital where the girl Sonia, where she was, okay, and they must have had an altercation, his fiance and Sonia, and she told this guy, okay, and he went and exacerbated the situation, by going over there and being a prowler, and then waiting for the call so he could go in there and unalive her, okay? But listen at her reasoning. I hate it, man. Man, these mugs, these Karens like this, they gonna get it, man. I can't wait till the Lord get these Karens like this, man.
Herself, because she thought that there was an intruder outside of her home. So there's body camera footage, at least from the one officer. One officer did not turn his body camera on until after. The one officer did have his body camera on the whole time. So yes, there are some issues with that. but that really doesn't have any bearing on how this.
It does have a big bearing on it. Talking about it, he didn't have his body cam on. Okay, this is the enemy. He didn't have his body camera on, but she's saying that it doesn't have a bearing on it. That doesn't have a bearing on what happened, because he didn't have his body camera on for a reason. Okay, he knew what he was about to do, and when you look at the footage of the other guy's body cam, he's reaching down. The other officer that was with him, he's reaching down trying to turn his body cam off, but it didn't go off. It stayed on. Okay, these damn lying ass devils, man.
So she called them. They came. They searched. They couldn't find anybody or locate anybody, and they were actually getting ready to go when they saw a vehicle parked in her driveway. I'm not sure all of the details surrounding that.
Well, why are you talking about it?
I know
Okay, they seen a vehicle parked in the driveway. How did they know that that wasn't her vehicle? And what's the problem with a vehicle parked in somebody's driveway? What's criminal about that? What's suspicious about that? Okay, she don't know the evidence about that, but that's the reason they wanted to ask her question. See how she justifying it? Just fucking
began to ask her about it, and they actually entered her home at that point and asked her for some identification.
See why?
Again, I don't really know all the specifics behind.
Well, why are you reporting? Okay, why are you reporting? You don't know the specifics. Okay. They asked her about a vehicle, then they're gonna run up in her house. Okay. But before that, he asked her, "How's your mental health?" And I think she was at the hospital. It was a mental. She was there for mental stress or something like that. Okay, that's how that cop knew about her mental situation. Okay, but listen how this devil Hicks explains it.
But it was still a very light conversation. She was responding to them, talking to them. They were talking and having a normal conversation. There was no indication of what was about to unfold. So the body camera footage, I mean, it's not all direct. This is coming in bits and pieces, but eventually it gets to the point where you see her standing up and there's a pot of boiling water on her stove. So I'm sure you guys have seen the videos. I don't have a video to link into this right now. I may try to, but so the cop tells her to go shut the boiling water off because he doesn't want a fire to happen. To which she replies, "Okay." So she goes over there and she shuts the stove off. At this point, she picks up the pot of boiling water, and she begins to walk with it towards the cops.
That's a lie. That's a lie. Okay, she did not. Everybody that's seen the video, she did not walk toward the cop with the dang on pot in her hand. She did not do that. Okay, that did not happen. All right. She picked up the pot and put it back down. Okay. She never came to him with the pot. The video that I saw, when she did pick up the pot again, it was because he told her to put the pot down. And she was scared. She got a gun pointed at her. Okay. So she reached back. I think I saw her reach back up and throw the pot on the ground. Okay. Because that's what he was telling her to do, to put the pot down. Even though she didn't have it in her hand. Okay. When he was pointing the gun at her, she had a flat pot holder and looked like an oven mitt in her hand because she was dealing with the hot pot. So both of her hands had an oven mitt and a pot holder in her hand. And then she ducked down to the ground to try to avoid, because he told her he was going to shoot her in the face. After she rebuked him, okay, he said he was going to shoot her in the face. So she went down like anybody else would do to try to protect herself. Okay, but listen what this dumb bitch say. Hate these fucking hoes, man.
You doing? Still in a lighthearted manner. And at this point, she's still walking in their direction, and you can see the cop on the body camera turn. He takes his front side away from her, and she's like, why are you turning? And he's like, because I don't want hot water to the face.
No, he didn't.
And
That's
at that
a lie.
point, she says, I rebuke you. You can't really hear it too well, but that's what the transcripts say in news articles. And so he's like, huh? And at that point, she says, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. He says, you better fucking not. And at that point, they draw their guns. At that point, she puts her hand up. So there's a counter, and I...
Okay. That's not how it happened. Okay, she was not walking toward him. He walked over there toward her. Okay, he walked over there toward her so he could, because when she bent down, he could get a better shot because there was a counter blocking. Okay, he wanted to get a good shot, so he walked over there where she was. Okay.
In between her and the cops. At this point, the pot is back on the counter. She puts her hands up, and the cops have their weapon saying, I will shoot you in your face, because she just had the pot of water rebuking them, which can all be considered acts of aggression, and that pot of boiling water can be considered a weapon.
Okay, acts of aggression. The acts of aggression was when they entered into her house without permission and without probable cause. Okay? Without anything. They just entered into her house. They didn't ask her could they come in or anything. They just came in because he was on a mission. Okay? Evidently. Alright? But listen, man.
Pot of water, boiling hot water, can be considered a weapon that can cause
Look at that smile. Look at that.
To somebody, and
look at that.
Potentially result in death if they get second or third degree burns, and those turn septic and cause an infection.
When was the last time you heard somebody dying from boiling water? Okay. But this is how Edom does, okay? This is Edom. And the Lord is coming for them, man. Okay? All of these devils, man. All of them. Every last one of them. And if you join hand in hand with them, you want to see them make it. You don't want to see them punished for the devils that they are. Okay? Then you going down right along with them. All right?
That is the first weapon that she had in her hands. Like I said, she was walking towards the cops. There was absolutely no reason that she needed to take this pot of boiling water and walk with it off the
She did not walk with it.
She could have just pushed it onto a different burner. She could have just set it on the counter and left it there, set it in the sink.
You said what she did.
To walk in the direction.
You said earlier, you said the pot was on the counter. Okay? You said the pot was on the counter. All right? That's how you tell a lie. You got to keep telling lies.
So that is considered the weapon. She told them, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus, while coming with them with this boiling hot pot of water. Okay, that could be considered an act of aggression, bitch. Which is why the cops drew their weapons. At this point, no shots have been fired. So she then has a weapon drawn, and he says, I will shoot you in your face. Okay? So at this point, she is visibly scared. She sets down the pot of water and she puts her hands up. She still has oven mitts on. At this point, and this is the key crucial point, you guys, she then ducks. She ducks down below the counter to where you can no longer see her. On the body camera, you can no longer see her or her hands. Okay?
Oh, yeah, right, exactly, because that was the body camera of the other guy. That wasn't the body camera of the shooter. Okay? Look at this dumb bitch. Look at this dumb bitch. Okay, it just screams devil. Okay? No, because it was the other guy. The shooter was in front of him, walking toward her, so he could go on the other side of the counter to shoot her in her fucking face like he said he was gonna do. Okay? This dumb bitch trying to justify it. Talking about she gonna say she could have had a weapon. Where the fuck she gonna, what? She got guns on the floor? Just laying on the floor? Okay? The police don't have that type of training. They can look and see what's going on before they just start firing. No. Okay?
The cops, especially when they have their guns drawn, you do not take your hands out of sight. They need to make sure that you do not have a weapon in your hands.
She had fucking mitts in her hand.
Right there, when she ducked down and they could no longer see her hands and no longer determine that she was not a threat and did not have a weapon, they had every right to exercise deadly force.
Oh yeah,
they did.
See, you hear this devil? They had every right to exercise deadly force on a woman with 2 mitts in her hands, and that's crouching down, scared for her life. Okay, cause she got a devil up in her house. She was rebuking him because she knew. Okay. But look how she justifies it. So you gonna get yours, whoever you are. You gonna get yours. Okay. I can't wait. I can't wait for the Lord to come back, man.
If she would have just froze.
Oh, she would have just froze.
Stayed still. She probably would be alive today.
Hell
and if
no.
she wasn't, then that is when cold-blooded murder occurs. But right now, the facts of the case are still coming in, and this is gonna go to trial. But people are so quick to get their emotions in this type of case, and I get it. It's an unfortunate event.
Listen at this. This is the MO of the devil. I get it. It's unfortunate, but it's a white man, and they had every right because they didn't know they was gonna get scalded by some water, or she had a weapon. She could have had a knife. Okay, you supposed to meet aggression with the same aggression. She didn't have no type of firearm. Okay. I get it. You gonna get it though. You are going to get it. Yahawashi Hashem Yahawashi halalyam on this damn bitch. Okay. Not saying that Sonya Massey was innocent. Okay, because nobody perished being innocent, but this just shows the blatant disrespect and blatant hatred that Edom has for our people, man. Okay? Could murder them in cold blood and then go eat a sandwich. Okay? Look at her. Look at this damn devil, man.
That really did not need to happen. There were errors on both sides. The cops
there was no error on both sides.
Stove off. They could have just done that themselves. There was 2 of them. Yes. But that's not what happened. They were just unable to tell if she was actually a threat to them or not. And unfortunately, she lost her life in the process. They immediately called for aid.
Liar.
They immediately
Liar.
said that shots were fired.
Liar. Talking about they immediately called for aid. Liar. The shooter said, don't worry about it. The other guy was like, yo, man, I'm going to go get my kit. He's like, yo, man, don't worry about it. Don't worry. That was a headshot. Okay, that's a headshot. She ain't gonna make it. And they said they heard her over there gurgling, blood gurgling in her mouth, still breathing. He like, forget her. Okay, cause he came over there to kill her. Or to unalive her. Okay?
Yes, he told them not to perform life-saving measures. Her face was kind of missing at that point.
See,
so
listen, look at that. Look at the compassion.
That, but the moments leading up to the shooting and the actual shooting may actually be considered justified. So they are going to go to court over this. They are going to be heard by a jury of their peers, and people will decide. I would like to maybe compare this slightly towards the Breonna Taylor situation. People were definitely outraged by that. The people were calling those cops killers, murderers, this, that, and the other. They all got acquitted.
Yeah, exactly, because they was in your
They
court.
were shooting in self-defense. And that's one thing that people have to realize is these cops were acting in self-defense. They had no way of knowing if she had a weapon at her hands below that counter. This all happened within a matter of seconds.
Exactly.
Literally
So
seconds.
so in
they had to
seconds,
decide instantly.
so in seconds, she can get a weapon that's in the middle of her floor. She just got guns stashed on the middle of her floor, so when she bent down, she could come up with a gun or a knife. And she wasn't just scrambling for her life on the floor, trying to get out of the way of this damn devil with his guns. After he said he was gonna blow her face off, he was gonna shoot her in her fucking face. Okay, and that's what he did. That's exactly what he did. He did what he said he was gonna do. He did what he came there to do. Okay, in my opinion. All right. And listen, look at this fucking devil bitch. You know. That's their whole MO. Okay, talking about the what is Breonna Taylor? They were firing in self-defense after they so-called went in a house, went into the wrong house, and so it's now it's their self-defense because somebody's shooting in them, breaking in their house, not announcing themselves. Somebody's shooting at them, so they get acquitted for self-defense. Oh, where's self-defense because somebody was shooting at them. But they breaking in somebody's house. Okay? You're not going to get justified and you're not going to get acquitted. You're not.
And unfortunately, they made a deadly decision. But I don't know if it was an unjust deadly decision.
Yes, bitch.
So, with that being said, this is how a lawyer is going to argue it. I'm actually in school studying law, and I would like to become a criminal defense attorney. So if I was this person's lawyer, this is exactly
you are the
how
crime.
I would argue this case. So I'm not trying to make waves, but I want people to understand that you guys really should take the emotion out of the situation.
Look at her face. Look at her face when she said take out the emotion. Look at that little side smile. They all do that. Every last one of them, man. That's an Edomite move. That's an Edomite move. Look at her face.
This case. So I'm not trying to make waves, but I want people to understand that you guys really should take the emotion out of the situation and stop viewing it as a black on white.
It was
police brutality.
It was
when it was a life or death situation potentially, and these cops did not know, and they just had to react. So this video may ruffle some feathers. I don't care.
See? She don't care. Exactly. You don't care. So when the tables turn, okay, and the tables will turn, okay, we're not gonna care. We're not gonna care, okay? We're not gonna care. That this is happening far too often now. Another maybe two, I think two since then. Two more black ladies got killed, okay, by police. Okay? She don't care. It might ruffle some feathers, but she don't care. I don't care. I know you don't care because you're a white devil. Okay? You ain't white. You're red. You're a red devil. Let me get into these scriptures right quick. This is Ecclesiasticus, Sirach 12 and 10. It says, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. Okay, you ain't supposed to be calling these damn police and shit, man. Though he humble himself and go crouching, that's what he did. He humbled like he was humble when he came in the house. Okay, and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. Okay, and thou shalt be unto him as thou had wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust has not altogether been wiped away. Okay? Set him not by thee, lest when he hath overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat. And thou, at the last remember my words and be pricked therewith. Okay, so never trust your enemy, man. Don't be calling these damn cops, man. Who would pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or any such one as come nigh a wild beast? Exactly. So you call them, you charming them, then if what happens, that's on you. So one that goeth to a sinner and is defiled with him and his sins, who would pity? Okay, for a while he will abide with thee, but if thou begin to fall, he will not tarry. An enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but his heart is imagineth how, but in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit. He will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. Okay? If adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first. And though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee. He will shake his head and clap his hands and whisper much and change his countenance. And that's what he did. Okay? He whispered after he got outside of the house, after he killed her. He called her a dumb bitch. That dumb bitch. Okay? She dead. She in the spirit world. Okay? And he's still talking shit. Okay? Ecclesiasticus, Sirach 9:13. Keep thee far from the man that hath power to kill, so shalt thou not doubt the fear of death. And if thou come unto him, make no fault. Okay? She made a fault when she went over there to turn off the stove. She should have told him, you turn it off. Lest he take away thy life presently. And that's what he did. Remember that thou goest in the midst of snares, and that thou walkest upon the battlement of the city. Okay? And these cops is all through this city, man. Okay? Doing all types of devilment, man. Okay? All types. Lamentations 2:15, it says, all that pass by clap their hands at thee. They hiss and wag their head at the daughter of Jerusalem, saying, is this the city that men call the perfection of beauty, the joy of the whole earth? Okay, because we are in such a low state right now. All thine enemies have opened their mouth against thee. They hiss and gnash the teeth. They say, we have swallowed her up. Certainly this is the day that we look for. We have found, we have seen it. Exactly, because we was on top of all these nations. Okay, and they couldn't wait for us to go down. Okay, it says the Lord hath done that which he has devised, and he devised to bring us down. Okay, and put that devil over us. He hath fulfilled his word that he had commanded in the days of old. He hath thrown down, he hath not pitied. Like he didn't have pity on that girl. Okay, and he hath caused thine enemy to rejoice over thee. Okay. Just like when they killed George Floyd, that guy killed George Floyd. He had his knee on his neck, man. You know, with a smirk on his face. He has set up the horn of thine adversaries. Exactly. That's why they're able to do what they do and get away with it. Okay, the Lord set them up to do that. Okay. Baruch 4, I'm going to start at 21. Be of good cheer, O my children. Cry unto the Lord, and he will deliver you from the power and the hand of the enemies. So we have to constantly keep in check and stay in the light of Yahawashi Yahawashi. Okay? For my hope is in the everlasting, Yahawashi Yahawashi, that he will save you. And joy is coming to me from the Holy One, because of the mercy which shall soon come unto you from the everlasting, our Savior. Okay, so now you know that even though these things are happening into us right now, we're gonna get saved from all of this shit. For I sent you out with mourning and weeping, but the Most High will give you to me again with joy and gladness forever. And that's the day we're looking for. Like as now the neighbors of Zion have seen your captivity, so shall they see shortly your salvation from our power, which shall come upon you with great glory and brightness of the everlasting. Okay? So they think they're getting away with something. They think that we just niggas around here that could be killed at will, you know, and nothing happens to them. Like she was bragging about the guys the cops that killed Breonna Taylor. Oh, they were acquitted. They were acquitted. But the Lord is not going to acquit you. Okay, you will not be acquitted. The wicked shall not be acquitted. Okay? Okay? Though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not go unpunished. Okay? My children, suffer patiently the wrath that is come upon you from the Most High. For thine enemy hath persecuted thee, but shortly thou shalt see his destruction, and shalt tread upon his neck, like he treaded upon George Floyd's neck. Okay? My delicate ones have gone rough ways, and were taken away as a flock caught of the enemies. Be of good comfort, O my children, and cry unto Yahawashi Shem Yahawashi, for ye shall be remembered of him that brought these things upon you. Okay, we understand that these things come from Yahawashi Shem Yahawashi, okay, and that he's the only one that can take them off of us, all right? It says, for as it was your mind to go astray from the Most High, so being returned, seek him 10 times more. For he that brought these plagues upon you shall bring you everlasting joy with your salvation. Okay? Take a good heart, O Jerusalem. And Jerusalem is a people before it's a place. It's not them people over there in the land. For he that gave thee that name will comfort thee. What name? Yasharallah. He is the prince of the power. Israel. Miserable are they that afflict thee, and rejoice at thy fall. So they gonna be miserable. This bitch, okay, that was on the screen talking shit, okay, she gonna be miserable. Miserable are the cities which thy children served. Miserable is she that received thy sons. For as she rejoiced at thy ruin, and was glad of thy fall, so shall she be grieved for her own desolation. Exactly. That bitch gonna be grieved. Okay? For I will take away the rejoicing of their great multitude, and her pride shall be turned into mourning. Okay, y'all whole nation. For fire shall come upon her from the everlasting. Okay, America, man. And certain parts of the world over there in the land of Israel, long to endure, and she shall be inhabited of devils for a great time. O Jerusalem, look about thee toward the east, and behold the joy that cometh unto thee from the Most High. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. We see these things happening. We understand that we're at the end of this thing, okay? And that these things have to happen, okay? For the Lord to be justified in taking them out. All right. This is Micah 7. I'm going to start at 7. It says, therefore, I will look unto the Lord, and I will wait for the power of my salvation. My power will hear me. Exactly. Rejoice not against me, O mine enemy. When I fall, I shall rise. Okay. They just see us as niggas because they've had us down so long. They don't understand that the Lord is going to rise us back up. That he put us in this situation, and we're going to be taken out of this situation by him with great glory. When I sit in darkness, the Lord Yahawashi Shem Yahawashi shall be a light unto me. I will bear the indignation of the Lord Yahawashi Shem Yahawashi, because I have sinned against him, until he plead my cause. Exactly. So we're going to take it all until the Lord comes back and execute judgment for me. He will bring me forth to the light, and I shall behold his righteousness. So the Lord is going to execute judgment for us, like he called himself executing judgment for his fiance. Okay. Hosea 2:23. I will sow her unto me in the earth, and I will have mercy upon her that had not obtained mercy. Okay, Jerusalem, us. And I will say unto them which were not my people, thou art my people, and they shall say, thou art my power. Okay, So the Lord is going to show us mercy. But what he's going to do for Esau, okay? James 2:13, for he shall have judgment without mercy, that has showed no mercy, and mercy rejoice against judgment, okay? So mercy takes over judgment, okay? Mercy is on a higher level than judgment, but he's not going to receive any mercy. He's just going to get the judgment, and his ultimate judgment is Obadiah. Okay, the book of Obadiah. He's going into slavery for 1,000 years. Okay, hardcore bondage, man. Long dog days. Okay, one day seemed like 2 days. Okay, out there in the hot blazing sun with no pigment. Okay, out there just burning up. Okay, big old boils and blisters on them. Okay, for 1,000 years, and then after that 1,000 years, they all going to be rounded up according to the book of Obadiah, okay, and all burn like some fags. They call fags, cigarettes are fags over in Europe, okay, like the fags they are, okay, meant to be burnt, all right? So you got it coming, Esau, yo nasty ass. Hate these fucking devils. Like you hate us, we hate you. All right? So we know what time it is. All right? This place is circling the drain. Things are happening more rampant now. Okay? Getting closer and closer together. This one guy on social media said that Phelan Husk, okay, had them there working 12-hour days for 7 days a week, building technology to come against you damn, not you damn, but you Israelites, man. Where you are damned. Okay? He's coming down with that great wrath. He said he's an electrician. He's hooking up all types of machinery. Okay, AI robots, he said. Okay, in bulletproof trucks. Okay. Phone had to chime on that one. Time of Jacob's troubles, man. Some of our people are going through it right now. Okay, she had no way out. She was caught by the devil. All right. And when they implement this, man, it's really going to be on. Okay? Get ready to be tested by Yahawashi, Yahawashi. Okay? All these debates and stuff, man, all that's not going to matter. It's going to be where your faith is. And you guys out here with all these debates, okay, want to come up against the men of the Lord, against the apostles and the elders, okay? The Lord got you in a trick bag. You're not going to have a foundation to stand on because you spent all your time trying to be that man instead of building up your faith. Okay? This is definitely on the way. All right? Look at this sign. You see the sixes right here. You see them. Everything is just right there. Armageddon. All right, the Lord didn't have them create all those ICBMs for nothing. The day of infamy for this place, America, okay, which is going to be a memorial on how not to run a nation. Okay, all this wickedness is going to be destroyed up in here. Okay, death and hell is going to be thrown up in here for the Israelites. All right. So I'm going to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahawah, Bahashim, Yahawashi, Bahashim, Rawchaa Qadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to you, Akim. We have to speak the kingdom of heaven into an existence on a daily. So we're definitely almost out of this piece, man. If you can't feel it, then you ain't here, I guess. I don't know. So, Lord willing, it was an edifying lesson. Until the next time, I want to say Shalom.